Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you for being with me again today. Today, we're going to discuss the new developments in Sweden. If you remember, there were some riots in Sweden uh, perpetrated by the immigrant population in Sweden, mostly from Islamic countries. Then the Prime Minister or Foreign Minister of Sweden blamed external interference, blaming some Iranian interference and other um, Middle Eastern countries in fomenting religious unrest in Sweden. And there were some, they vandalized police cars, like 20 some police cars, people injured, police officer injured, like the Swedes always do. I said that they always did this in the 50s, 60s, 30s. I always read about, in the history books that the Swedes were so unruly, and when they had to protest against something or for something, they always ended up destroying their own cities and communities because that's how Swedes are. All right, so this is obviously, like always, the leaders of the countries, of the handlers of the countries, do not take responsibility for their actions. And they try to find scapegoats in this country. Guess who the scapegoats are or is? The Swedes, the Swedish population, the Svensons, the Patrickson, the Jumbenson, those ones. Okay? Because they didn't do enough to integrate and include the immigrants in their midst and accept them more than they already do. So I guess they didn't allow the immigrants to have sex with their wives or come into their house and eat their food, or I don't know exactly what she is talking about or these guys are talking about. Nevertheless, something along those lines. So the Swedes bend over even more and get it even deeper in. Okay, that's what your leader tells. Not that maybe the flux is too great. Not maybe the people who you get in are very different in their values and religion practices and other stuff than you guys are. There are some differences. There are differences, good or bad. Bring a Swede in, I don't know, in North Korea, he would not like that. It's a different. Maybe they don't like the food, don't like the way they live, don't like the way they act, don't like they don't have any religion. Who knows? But all these things in the integration, diversity is our strength to a certain extent. I think this crossed some borders. And these handlers of Sweden are not willing, I don't think they're incapable yet, are not willing to accept that their policies caused this. And then you look for to the people who are told that their policy will lead to this and prosecute them, or at least don't, how do you call it, promote them. Do something with them, because you have to be responsible for the policies you're coming up with and you're implementing. You can't just go scot-free and the hell with the country can burn. Oh, my bad. Doesn't work that way. Oh, it works in other, turn your other cheek and okay. I'm not going to go into that too much today. But nevertheless, your policies got to this. Now they say, no, it's not the policies. The implementation, let me see. Yeah, you, the Swedish people, the native Swedes, that's your fault. That's what's happening. What would you do as if that would be you? Or I would be, I'm an immigrant here, obviously. Do I go and riot if I don't like something? Do I act like a Romanian? Oh, sometimes. But I still have to, to make sure that I follow the rules of this society, because I came here. They didn't catch me with a lasso and drag me over the Atlantic here. I came here. I expect me to accommodate to their culture and traditions. I don't expect them to accommodate me. Got that? That's the best basic principle. If you disagree with that, then don't come here. No, stay there. Stay there and stay with your people that you love so much. Why do you come here? Because you don't like your people, you don't like your culture, you don't like your politicians, you don't like that. That's why you came here. So Sweden is from Reuters, this article from 28th of April 2022. Swedish Prime Minister says integration of immigrants has failed. Why? And fueled gang crime. It was not a gang crime, those things. It was not gang. It was religiously motivated. Remember? It was that guy who had dual citizenship, Danish and Swedish, and because these guys do what they do in their segregated communities, he burned the Quran. Oh my God, free speech. No, that it could be wrong in Saudi Arabia, but not in Europe or in Western countries where you have freedom of expression. You don't like it? What am I supposed to do? You want me to change that for you? How many are you over here? Change the general attitude for you? And the same thing with the Bible. You want to burn the Bible? Burn the Bible. Nobody's going to go and riot. Burn the Quran? You have riots. How is that? You don't like it? Learn to live in the society where you landed in. Learn to live over there by their standards. No, we want to change that. You want to change it? Grab you and throw you back. That's what I would do, at least. You don't like it? What, are you going to change my culture, my civilization? Why? Why would I want to change? Why would I want to change? Why don't you change? You're intolerant. Anyway, so we have here the Stockholm. Sweden has failed to integrate a vast number of immigrants. Why vast? It has taken in over the past 2 decades. Why? Leading to parallel societies and gang violence. Prime Minister Magdalena Andersson said on Thursday as she launched a series of initiatives to combat organized crime. See, this is the wrong approach to the issues right in front of you, and you try to solve something else. So what are they trying to do? They're trying to bring police. It says here, many Swedes were shocked. No, why were you shocked now? Earlier this month, after violent riots left more than 100 police injured. It shouldn't be 1 or 2 police injured, and after that, the other party would be taken care of, like pushed back and arrested and put in jail and trialed, found guilty or not found guilty, punished, right, for rioting. Why did you wait for 100 police to get there? What is this? But you had this kind of methods for the Swedes. You dealt now with a different kind of Swedes. So the violence erupted after a Swedish-Danish politician burned the Quran at a rally and sought to hold more than several immigrant-dominated neighborhoods. To hold more in several immigrant. Okay, so that's his right. Does it mean you have to go and lynch the guy? According to some cultures, I guess. Or you riot about? Why would you destroy your neighborhood? Why would you destroy someone else's property? Why? What's the logic? Because you're angry? Well, I'm angry every day, all the time. Would that entitle me to go and take care of other people and other people's property? If so, what kind of society would we have? Oh, not like ours here. You see, I included myself in it. Anyway, they want to get more, and again, it's right-wing extremists. That's what the problem is, and not the peaceful immigrants who came. Anyway, I don't know. It's just segregation has been allowed to go so far, so we have parallel societies in Sweden. We live in the same country, but in completely different realities. Yes, Anderson. And what are you gonna do? Force integration. That's what you're gonna do. Integration of 2 groups that maybe they don't wanna. How about that? No, that's impossibility. That's the wrong starting point. Let me tell you a little story here, a little analogy actually, not story, analogy. Imagine that you and your wife live in a house and that the water pipe breaks and water flows into your whatever kitchen in your house. And instead of going straight to the pipe and try to fix the pipe where the water comes, or go downstairs in a basement and turn off the faucet which allows the water from the city to go into your house. So you stop the flow. They're going over there. What do? You yell, "Honey, more towels!" And you put towels on the floor. "Hey, kids, get buckets quickly. Take it out." That's how these guys are doing. They're going to have more police. They're going to try to integrate, like accommodate the water flow that's going to keep flowing with the water that goes on your house, in your house. This is what they do. Is that logical? They don't go to the essence. Stop that water. If you stop that water, you will not have water in your house. Oh no, you can't have that because why? Why? Amnesty International? Yeah, okay, we're going to ruin our country. We're going to have problems in our countries because of Amnesty International. Yeah, I'll go ahead. Because Amnesty International has some bureaucrats who look around and criticize each and every country, and they don't care the results of their assessments. No, no, no. No, make it all mixed. Everything is good. Everything is fine. But when they go home, they get their paycheck. They go home to their home. They go to their home with their families. Not with the neighbor's family together. No, 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 no. They're very private. So why do you go to your family? Why don't you have like a kibbutz? Like, have a togetherness. Everybody, communism, all together. We love one another. No houses anymore. Just big hangars or big, halls. And we're going to be in the buildings all together. How about that? But there's going to be some people who are going to have some houses, though. Those will be the handlers of our societies. So do you want that? I do not want that. I want private property because I'm a human being. If I would be, I don't know, a gazelle, yeah, I would be with all the gazelles around and graze, on a savanna. But I'm not a gazelle. I'm a human being. Okay? So Swedes ask for more towers, more police officers, more programs, they say, the social programs to make sure that the kids stay in school, the immigrants' kids, stay in school, and they try to integrate and forcefully integrate all the Swedes now. And yeah, don't look at the water that keeps flowing. That's not let it be. That's okay, because Amnesty International will tell you're a bad Jerry if you do that. I've been in Sweden in 1994. I stayed there for a month or so, and there was a big problem. When I went to Swedes houses, they were talking about the Chilean immigrants. There was an influx of Chilean immigrants in past 10 years, 5 years, and they were all bitching about it. Why are you bitching about it? Because the handlers do whatever they want to do and not what you want to do. There were some Swedes that were okay with that. That's true. But there was the Chilean. Now is the Arab, now, or whatever, the Muslim population. Tomorrow is going to be what? The Gypsy one or the Romanian one? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, right? No, nobody said it is. Employ more police officers, and maybe you put the National Guard on the street. Very safe and nice society. You have the Swedes over there. Very, very nice. As you remember it in the 50s, 60s, remember? It was great. Fantastic. Anyway, thank you for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just, and not avoid responsibility of your actions.